Okay, so meanwhile in class 1A, All Might All Might runs into the classroom, breaks down the door, and he says, walking in like a normal person. Then All Might gives them their hero costumes and explains how we're gonna do the heroes versus villain training. So everybody got excited by this statement. So they go on the training grounds. Yes, they go on the training grounds. And Deku and Bakugo are prepared. But Bakugo kinda scared of Deku, but yeah. Bakugo kinda prepared. So they go to the Heroes versus Villain Training City. They go inside the building, and here we have Deku, Uraraka versus Bakugo and Todoroki. Yeah, let's just say that. Bakugo, Todoroki. Then Deku, I'm gonna say that he uses his third. No, yeah, wait, no. Deku and Uraraka and Bakugo and Todoroki are in the building. Bakugo and Todoroki are the villains. Deku and Uraraka are the heroes. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they're the heroes. And they're in the building. Yeah, they're all in the building. All Might is recording. Deku makes like his third wish. I wish for like 3 more wishes. And the watch says, your wish is my command, sir. Yeah. The watch says, your wish is my command, sir. So Deku gets 3 more wishes. Yeah, Deku gets 3 more wishes. Yeah, Deku gets 3 more wishes. Deku wishes for a indestructibility quirk. Yeah, Deku wishes for an indestructibility quirk on his watch. So like, even if Bakugo tried to do explosions, it wouldn't have no effect. Then Deku tells Uraraka to run away, like go to the 4th floor to get the bomb, because Deku knew that Bakugo was gonna come for him. So then Bakugo's coming for Deku. He says, Deku, I'm gonna get you. Then he tries to explode Deku, and Deku teleports behind him, and he electrocutes Bakugo because he has a lightning manipulation quirk. He electrocutes Bakugo fully, and Bakugo was in pain. That man was suffering. Then Deku punches him, continues to punch him. Then Deku, he makes a lightning spear, and he uses that against him. Meanwhile, Uraraka, she's fighting Todoroki, and it looks like she's losing. Yeah, she's fighting Todoroki is using his ice side. And yeah, basically Todoroki is using his ice side to beat Uraraka because he got her frozen. Then Deku teleports to where Uraraka is, and he was like, oh no, Uraraka. Then Deku says, I wish I had Todoroki's quirk. I wish I had half cold, half hot quirk for 5 hours. So Deku gets half cold, half hot quirk for 5 hours. And Todoroki is like, no, he got my quirk now. He has my quirk. He has the same abilities as me from that watch. Deku uses like the fire side of Todoroki's quirk, and Todoroki is like, no, he's using my fire side. Wait, no. Endeavor didn't abuse Todoroki in this universe. So he wouldn't really mind of it. He wouldn't really care. Deku just makes a fire spear. He makes a fire spear with Todoroki's quirk, and he completely throws that spear like at Todoroki's arm. Yeah, he throws that spear at Todoroki's arm. So yeah, he does that. He throws that spear in Todoroki's arm. Then Deku got the bomb, and All Might was like, young Midoriya, that's very dangerous. You could have like killed Todoroki. Then Deku said, I already knew. Then Omni was like, how about you use your watch to heal him for that wishes? Then Deku was like, I got a better idea. Deku uses, like, he shoots lightning at Todoroki. And Omni is like, no, what are you doing? But that lightning is healing Todoroki. Yes, Deku can heal other people with his lightning. Only if he wants to, though. Not against his will. So even if someone was mind controlling him. So Deku healed Todoroki with his lightning. And Todoroki is like... Then Deku was like, Todoroki, are you okay? And Todoroki was like, yeah. But please don't do that again. Especially don't use my own quirk against me. And Deku was like, yeah, alright. Deku, so Deku's turn for the heroes versus villain training arc is over. Then everybody went in the heroes versus training arc. Then we have class 1A like leaving the city and going back to their own classes. Then Aizawa was saying like in 1 week, no, in 2 weeks we're gonna go to the USJ. And Kirishima was like, we're gonna go to the USJ. And Aizawa knew what USJ Kirishima was talking about, and Aizawa was like, no, we're going to the I forgot what it stands for. We're going to the simulation joint. Kirishima was like, nah, but he was happy at the same time because he gets to train to become a hero. But it's only 2 weeks. So everybody goes, wait, do they have the dorms? I'll just say they have the dorms. Everybody goes to the dorms. Then a 2-week time skip. Everybody goes back into class 1A. And they get their hero suits. Actually, no. They get their UA Sports Festival uniforms. And they go to the bus to the USJ. Deku was just questioning himself. Why am I even on this bus? I can just teleport. And Deku does that. He teleports to the USJ. And 7. What's her hero name? I forgot. What's her hero name? She's the one who's wearing the spacesuit. Let's just call it that. The space woman. Like, she's wearing the spacesuit, yeah. I forgot her name. But that's not what matters. She's wearing the spacesuit. Okay, that's the space woman. And she was like, kid, how did you teleport here? And she was assuming this kid had a teleportation cord. She was like, where are your parents, kid? Like, why are you here alone? And Deku was like, I go to UA and I just got bored on the bus, so I just teleported here. And she was like, oh yeah, because she sees the UA uniform. Then 1 hour later, UA gets here. Well, no, not an hour later, 30 minutes later, UA gets here. Everyone was like, Deku, how did you get here so fast? Deku said, I teleported, and they were like, oh yeah, because the teleportation quirk he wished for. Alright, in Deku, then once Deku was at the USJ, Deku makes one wish. He wishes that Deku wishes that the watch he's wearing right now was indestructible. So yeah, the watch is indestructible, and he made another wish. I wish for more wishes. So yeah, and the AI was like, your wish is my command, sir. So everybody was like, well, Deku, why are you making your watch indestructible? Can't you just make a new one? Like, what if a villain got their hands on it? Deku said that I made the AI program to only grant wishes from me, and they're like, oh yeah. So like, if somebody really wanted wishes, they legit had to make their own version of my watch. Nobody knows how to invent in this society because of quirks, and everybody was like, true. So then everybody was just in the USJ. Then they see a big old portal of villains coming, and Kiriguri and Shigaraki was here, and they were like, what? 100 villains came out of the portal. like it was 100 nomus, and and Shigaraki was commanding the nomus, and he was telling the nomus, get the kids and the pro heroes, kill All Might, kill pro hero Eraserhead. Then then the Nomu does that. The Nomu attacks Eraserhead, and Eraserhead cancels his quirk, but the Nomu still beats up Eraserhead, beating him to a bloody pulp. And Izuku saw this, and he wanted to, and he saw that Aizawa needed help, and and all the other students are trying to get away, and he saw that Aizawa needed help. So Izuku teleports to the Nomu and completely electrocutes the Nomu. Yeah, he electrocutes the Nomu. Like, then he electrocutes him, like frying his brain. Like, he electrocutes his brain. So, like, the Nomu would die. Then Shigaraki was like, get that kid. Then they did. The Nomus were trying to get the kid, Deku. Deku kept teleporting every time they tried to punch him. Then he electrocuted each one of them. It was really a breeze since he can teleport. And Deku, then Aizawa, he was almost dead, but he wasn't dead. Deku, like, used his lightning. He shot lightning at Aizawa. He used his healing lightning. So Aizawa felt completely fine, like completely healed in a matter of seconds. Aizawa was like, thanks, kid. And Aizawa was telling Deku, since you can teleport, how about you call the pro heroes here? And Deku was like, right. So Deku teleports to Nezu's office in UA. And he told Nezu that there's a big villain attack in the USJ. And they're not fake villains, they're real ones. They're the League of Villains. Then Nezu said, thanks Izuku, I'll call all the pros. Then he does that, and Deku teleports back into the USJ. Then All Might appears. Then he uses his super speed to beat the Nomus. He beats them with the super speed. And if you're wondering how All Might beat the Nomus without struggling, it was because Aizawa canceled their quirks, so they couldn't regenerate. So he beats the Nomus. Then Shigaraki was like, ugh, these pro heroes. Then Kodagiri made a new portal and took Shigaraki back into the League of Villains base. Then everybody was like, no, we couldn't capture them. Then Deku was like, you ain't going away that fast. Deku teleports to their base, right? He teleports to their base. And he starts electrocuting Kodagiri and Shigaraki. And Deku was teleporting so fast. Like, he knew what Shigaraki's quirk was, decay, because, like, he saw him on the news one time. So, like, Deku kept teleporting so fast, Shigaraki couldn't touch him. He electrocuted Shigaraki. And Deku wished that that he would feel pain on his body like 24/7 on his watch. Then Shigaraki heard this wish, and he felt that the wish came true because he felt pain on his body. And the AI said, "Your wish is my command, sir." Then Shigaraki he tries to grab the watch, tries to decay the watch, but good thing Deku's watch was indestructible, so like the decaying didn't work. He's like, huh? Shigaraki was like, huh? How come I can't decay this watch? Deku was like, I already wished it to be indestructible. Then Shigaraki takes the watch from the kid. Yeah, he takes it from Deku and he puts it on, and he makes a wish that I wish that this kid doesn't have his quirks anymore. And the AI was like, I'm not granting your wish because you are not my creator. Deku starts laughing because he programmed the watch to do that. And Shigaraki was like, damn kid. Then he tried to touch Deku, but he misses because Deku teleports behind and completely takes the watch, then electrocutes Shigaraki. So Shigaraki's feeling immense pain. And Deku wishes that Shigaraki will feel like... Deku wishes that he will feel the pain of hell in only Like Deku wishes that he will feel like the pain of hell in like in 5 hours. Like he will feel it for no, not 5 hours. He wishes that Shigaraki will feel the pain of hell for 30 days. Yeah, he wishes Shigaraki to feel the pain of hell for 30 days. So Shigaraki was dying on the floor like he was in pain. And Deku also wishes that Shigaraki doesn't die. And Deku completely uses 3 of his wishes. So he can't wish for more wishes for today. Because he uses 3 of his wishes for today. So then Deku just teleports back into the UA. Then he teleports back into the USJ because they were looking for Deku. That's why they stayed there. And All Might was like, "Where were you, kid? Bro, we were looking for you." And Deku was like, "Oh, I just electrocuted Shigaraki." All Might's like, "That was very dangerous." But it was heroic, though, to beat the villains, the bad guys of the story. It was heroic. So, yeah. Then they go back to UA. Then they go in the UA dorms. Then Deku sleeps. Everybody goes to sleep. Then everybody goes back into UA for the morning class. Yeah, everybody goes back to UA. And in class 1A, everybody goes back to class 1A and Aizawa discusses about how there's gonna be a sports festival in 1 month. So I'm giving you a 1 month like a 1 month break from school. Make sure you train your quirks for the UA Sports Festival. So they did that. So like after school, like they trained their quirks. Izuku would train his lightning quirk and his teleportation quirk. So yeah. Then 1 month time skip after Izuku was done training his quirk. One day before the UA Sports Festival, and Shigaraki would stop feeling the pain of hell because he only wished Shigaraki to feel that pain for 1 month in 30 days. So since Shigaraki stopped feeling that pain, he was planning on invading the UA Sports Festival. So yeah. But Deku, so he's done training. And then Deku, he actually feels like taking a nap in the day, so he does that. Deku sleeps for 24 hours, and yes, the day of the UA Sports Festival, Deku teleports into Class 1A. Everybody goes into Class 1A. And, yeah. Everybody goes inside of Class 1A. So, like, yeah. And Aizawa says that we're gonna have the UA Sports Festival, but the Sports Festival stadium is like 30 minutes away. So then Aizawa was like, "Izuku, can you teleport people?" And Deku was like, "I actually don't know if I can teleport people." But Aizawa was like, "Can't you make a wish on your watch that you can?" And Deku does that. Deku says to his watch, "I wish that I can teleport people with me." And the watch AI was like, "Your wish is my command, sir." So yeah, Deku has the new ability to teleport people with him. So yeah. So Aizawa was like, "Okay, great, Deku." So Deku teleports everybody to the UA Sports Festival Stadium. Then they saw that it was crowded. Like they saw that the other classes got there before them. That's because they went to the sports festival before them. Like they went there an hour before them. So all the other classes were there. So we have class 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F, 1G, 1H. Yeah. Then we'd have the class, wait, not the second years or the third. So yeah, we have 1A competing against all the other classes, even the support class. So Midnight asks anybody if do y'all want to make a speech. Then Bakugo says, "I want to make a speech." Then Bakugo goes up and says, "I'm gonna win." Then Deku just teleports and throws a lightning bolt at Bakugo, completely hurting him. Be like, that's very stupid, bro. You know, a mob could have went just because you said that, bro. That was stupid. And Bakugo was like, I'm sorry. Bakugo was like, I'm sorry because of the pain. He was like, it was very painful for him. So then Deku shoots another lightning bolt. And they were like, kid, what are you doing? You already hurt him. That's what the audience was saying. Then he shoots a healing lightning bolt at Bakugo. And they were like, wait, I see the lightning healing him, so he can make healing lightning too. Okay, that's good. Alright, so like, yeah. So then Midnight said, okay, you're gonna go to the race position, so you're gonna like go to the starting line of the race. So everybody goes to the starting line of the race. And Midnight was like, ready, set, go. Then the race starts. Everybody's just going really fast. Then Izuku just did something so unfair. This man teleported to the finish line. Yes, Izuku teleported to the finish line. He didn't even run. Nope. He just teleported there. And Midnight is like, I guess Izuku wins. Then Todoroki came in second. Bakugo came in third. Then someone from class B came in fifth. Oraka. Let's just say she came in fourth because of her zero gravity quirk. So yeah. Kirishima came in sixth. Danki came in second. And so on. Jiro came in eighth. And Tokoyami came in ninth. And so on and so on. So Midnight was basically, after they won their points, Midnight told them that the first place winner gets 10 million points. And the second place winner gets like 5,000 points. Wait, no, not 5,000, 10,000 points. And the third place winner gets like 5,000 points. Then the rest get the low. Everybody was like, what? He gets 10 million points? Then Midnight explains to them about the second round in the sports festival where they're gonna try to steal other players' points. Then everybody was like, don't let Deku like work with anybody. Deku thinks about working with himself, and they will like, we're gonna have to try and steal Deku's points. So Midnight would start this, and everybody would just go, right? So everybody would be trying to go for Deku, trying to steal his points. And Class 1A was like, okay, we have to go fast enough. We can't let Deku make a wish on his watch. And so everybody would try to like speed run Deku, like they were trying to get him so confused. Then Deku kept teleporting around to confuse them too. Then Deku like stole someone with 500 points. So Deku got 10,500,000. Then Deku teleports behind Todoroki and steals his points. He got 10,000 points now. 10,000 more points. So he got 10,000 more points. So he has 10,000. He has 10,10,500 points. So yeah, Deku pretty much went like this. Then Deku makes a wish on his watch. I wish I can fly. Like, I have the ability to fly, but only in the sports festival. I wish I had the ability to fly, but only for today. So Deku makes that wish, and the watch was like, your wish is my command, sir. And every class was like, they just heard Deku make a wish, and the pro heroes heard Deku make a wish. Then Deku begins to fly, and everyone was shocked. They were like, so every time this man makes a wish, his wish gets granted? No fair, he got an OP quirk. He has a god level quirk. Then Class 1A was like, no. They explained to everybody that they like shouted out loud that Deku's quirk is omni fabrication, the ability to invent anything. So Deku just created a watch that grants his wish only 3 wishes a day, grants him 3 wishes a day. And the pro heroes were intrigued by this, be like, okay, this is an OP quirk. Deku starts flying, but he can only fly for today because that's how he made the wish to me. Then Deku wishes for 3 more wishes on the watch. Deku just flies, and they fly. Yeah, Deku just flies, and he just camps like that for the whole sports festival. And that Bakugo was like, "Damn you, Deku." Then Deku, yeah, Deku's just flying. Yeah, he already wished for 3 more wishes. Then Deku noticed. Then he realized that one of Class 1B students Class 1C students has a quirk to mind control. So Deku makes a wish on his watch. I wish that I have the ability to. I wish like any mind control quirk or hypnosis quirk does not work on me. So the watch says, "Your wish is my command, sir." So yeah, Deku basically camps like that, and he wins the second part of the sports festival. And this is the third part where the fighting starts. So we have Bakugo against Uraraka. Midnight explains to them about the third part of the sports festival. So we have Bakugo against Uraraka. And Bakugo is basically not even trying. He's just playing with Uraraka. And the pro heroes on the stadium was like, "Hey, you bullies, stop playing with her like that." Then Aizawa was like, "Are you serious? If this is how you truly think, if this is what you truly think, you can choose another career or get out. Because if a villain does that to her, a villain is not going to have mercy. This is training for her." And the pro heroes just sat down. And Bakugo wins against Uraraka. Then it was Todoroki versus Bakugo. This time Todoroki wasn't abused, so he used his full power on Bakugo and basically one-shotted him. Yeah, he one-shotted Bakugo. Then it was Deku's turn. Deku versus Todoroki. And Deku, he charges his lightning up to 30 million volts. He beats Todoroki. Like, Todoroki's in immense pain after that big lightning bolt. Like, he used his full power. So Deku, he throws a lightning bolt at him. And everybody knows about Deku's healing lightning. So they were like, "Oh, Deku's probably gonna heal him." So Deku throws a healing lightning bolt. He throws it and it hits Todoroki and it heals him. Because this was after the match. So yeah. Then it was Deku versus Shinso. Shinso tries to mind control Deku by saying, "Yeah, you will never become a hero. Because, like, that power of yours on that wrist is way too dangerous. You will never become a hero. You probably just wish for something bad or criminal." And then, then Deku says no. Then Shinso thought he got Deku under his mind control. Then Shinso tells Deku to leave the stadium. Deku doesn't do that. Instead, he punches Shinso with the lightning punch. And he's like, "Huh? How come my brainwashing doesn't work?" Deku's like, I already wish that any mind control or hypnotic quirk doesn't work on me. I already wish that." Then Shinso was like, "Damn that watch." And Shinso tried to take Deku's watch. And he tries to make a wish on it and be like, "I wish the mind control does work." Deku was like laughing because I already programmed the watch to not work on anybody but me. I already programmed the watch to work only for me. So if anybody does a voice command, like saying "I wish," it will not grant it. Then Shinso makes a wish and he's like, let's see about that. And then Shinso makes a wish and the watch AI was like, "You're not my creator. I'm not granting your wish." And Shinso was like, "Dang it." Then Deku teleports behind Shinso and takes the watch back. Be like, "Dang, why? Deku was questioning himself. Why are people trying to steal my watch so much? Then Deku just realizes, wait, his watch can practically do anything. It can grant him any power. It can do anything. It can basically change the physics itself. Because, like, that's how good it was. That's how good Deku's invention was. Like, it can theoretically change the laws of physics if he wanted to. That's how powerful the watch he made was. So that's how Deku, he teleports. Yeah, since he can teleport people, Deku wishes that he can teleport people without him being teleported. So then the watch is like, yo, which is my command, sir? Then then Deku makes another wish. I think this is his third wish. I wish for more wishes. Then the watch is like, the watch was like, I'll grant you a wish. That is my command, sir. Wait, no, he said, your wish is my command, sir. Then Shinso starts running at Deku. Then all Deku did was hold Shinso's shoulder and teleported him outside of the ring. The pro heroes was shocked. They were like, dang, this kid is OP. This kid will be stronger than All Might. He can just wish to be stronger than All Might and it will happen. So they were like, this kid is OP. Then everybody cheered how Deku won and that stuff. So yeah, then the sports festival was over. We're gonna go to the Stain arc. Yeah, so Deku teleported his whole class back to the dorm. And Aizawa was like, okay, I'm very proud of you, Deku. He even fist bumps Deku. And he would never do that to anybody. So he knew this kid had potential, like better potential than All Might did. So yeah, he saw the potential and greatness into this kid. So yeah, this is the Stain arc. Then Ida would look on the news and he would see Stain. Like, this was in the main room in the dorms of the UA. He would see Stain on the TV on the news and he was like, damn you, Stain. How dare you kill my family? Then once Aizawa like snuck back, he went to his own dorm, he went to sleep. Ida snuck out and went to fight Stain in an alleyway. Then Stain was beating Ida. And Todoroki noticed that Ida left, like snuck out. And so did Izuku. He noticed that Ida snuck out too. And Todoroki and Izuku were out at the same time. They were outside at the same time. And Izuku was like, you're looking for Ida too? Like, you wondered why he snuck out? And Todoroki was like, yeah. Izuku was like, how about we go teleport to him? So Izuku teleports himself and Todoroki to where Ida is. And he sees that he's getting beaten by Stain. So Izuku just teleports. Wait, no, he teleports him. But he makes a very fast wish. Like, I wish that Stain's quirk doesn't work on me. He wishes that Stain's quirk doesn't work on him. And the watch is like, your wish is my command, sir. Then Stain stabs Izuku in the arm. Then licks his blood. Then he tries to paralyze Izuku, but it doesn't work. That's because Izuku already made the wish. And he was like, huh? How come this doesn't work? Then Izuku was like, your quirk doesn't work on me. Then Izuku used his lightning to heal himself. And then Stain, out of frustration, he cuts Izuku's hand off. Yes, he cuts Izuku's hand off. Izuku wasn't screaming in pain. He was screaming in pain. But there is no limit to what Izuku's lightning can't heal. He didn't cut off the hand with the watch on it. He cut off the other hand, the hand that didn't have the watch on it. So Izuku still has his watch on him. Then Izuku just recreates a new hand with his lightning. Because his lightning can heal things, so it can heal anything. So, like, he basically, like, regrows his hand with the lightning. He uses the lightning to regrow his hand. Then Deku he just like teleports behind Stan, and he just like used 5 million volts on Stan, and he completely hurts Stan. Like, he completely electrocutes this man almost to death. And Todoroki said to Ida, "Don't ever sneak out so reckless again." Then Ida was like, "Yeah, I won't do it again." Then Ida was thanking Todoroki and Izuku for helping me, for looking out for me. And they were like, "You're welcome, but don't sneak out ever again." And he was like, "Yeah, okay." Then Deku teleported. Then Deku teleported them back. Then Endeavor found Stain lying on the ground. Then Endeavor posted on the news that the hero killer, Endeavor, he's still a credit hogger. He said that he beat the hero killer. And Todoroki, watching the news, got mad at his father, but he couldn't really do anything about it, so he just kept quiet to himself. He was like, "It was me and Midoriya who beat him." Yeah, Todoroki, yeah, he helped Midoriya beat Stain. So yeah, basically. So then Izuku, everybody goes to sleep. Aizawa, then everybody wakes up. Then Deku and Aizawa and the rest of the class go to class 1A, UA. Then Deku just teleports back. He teleports to class 1A, and Aizawa is explaining how we're gonna have a field trip meeting the Pussycats. The pro heroes, the Pussycats, and everybody got excited. So yeah, everybody got excited. Deku, Aizawa was like, "Hey, how about, wait, we can just save money by using Deku to teleport us." And everyone was like, "That's true," to the Pussycats, so to the field trip. So Aizawa asked Deku, "Can you teleport us to there?" And Deku was like, "Yes." So he teleports the whole class to where the Pussycats were, and the Pussycats was like, "How did they get here so fast? How did they teleport?" And they were probably like, "It's probably one of the classmates' quirk." And so yeah, the Pussycats they're basically explaining how they're the pro hero. Then they were explaining what we're gonna be doing. So the Pussycats was like, "You're gonna cook with your own quirks, not with technology." Everybody was like, some people who didn't have a fire quirk or a heating up quirk was kind of worried because they were doing this as a test. And then Izuku. So Izuku, he uses his he shows the Pussycats his lightning quirk, and they're like, "Oh, so the lightning is his quirk," when they didn't know his real quirk was omni fabrication. Okay, so like everybody in class 1A basically goes to the cooking area, and they can only cook with their quirks and not with technology. For Todoroki, this is a good thing since his quirk is half cold, half hot, so he can use his fire side and he heats something up. And Momo, her quirk is creation, so this is also good for her. They said no technology, but she makes technology. They said no technology, but if she creates the technology with her quirk, it technically counts as using her quirk. So the Pussycats didn't mind because she was just using her quirk. She created it with her quirk. She wasn't like just taking technology. So yeah, she heats up food like curry. Todoroki heats up curry with his quirk. Bakugo heats up curry with his explosion quirk. Izuku heats up curry with his lightning quirk. And let's just say Izuku's curry was the best curry out of all of them. It was legit like a 9.5 out of 10. A 9.5 out of 10 because like his curry was almost too hot. Because like Izuku liked eating hotter foods. His curry was too hot for the other people. Like it felt like their mouth was burning, but they were enjoying it at the same time because they thought of how good it tasted. Then Izuku, he hears a kid crying. He hears a kid in the woods crying for help. And nobody else hears this kid. Then Deku teleports to where this kid is. Then he sees that this kid's getting harassed by Muscular. Muscular, he wants to kill this kid because he killed his family already. So then Deku saw how mean it was, like how this kid is getting harassed by this big and muscular guy. So yeah, Deku, he didn't like Muscular. And this was taking place at the nighttime. So Deku used like 15% of bolts, and he completely electrocutes Muscular. Yeah, he completely electrocutes Muscular, and Muscular, he's dead. He's dead, and Deku buries his body, and Kota is happy. Kota was happy then that he was gone, and he was like, "You're my new hero." He told Deku that. Then Deku teleports back to the cooking area with Kota, and the Pussycat girls recognized him, and they introduced Kota to the whole class. So yeah. Then Aizawa was like, "How about we all go back home since we're basically done here?" This was he said this after they tested out, after they taste tested their food. Yeah. So they went back to class 1A, and they went to the UA dorms. They went to go sleep. And Deku, then daytime. This was the weekend though. So like they had a break. This was Saturday. They had a break. Yeah, this was Saturday, so yeah, this was Saturday. They had a break, huh? Yeah, they had a break. And Deku just teleports outside, and people think it's normal because they probably just think this kid has a teleportation quirk. He teleports outside. Then he sees some alleyway. He goes inside the alleyway. Then he sees some little girl running. He sees a little girl running. He sees a little girl running. And he sees Overhaul, and he's like, "Okay, I'm sorry about my child. I'm her father." Izuku doesn't buy this. So Izuku ends up following Overhaul to the Yakuza base, and Overhaul noticed that Izuku was following him, so he went to go look. And then Izuku teleported away. So yeah, then Izuku spied on Overhaul in the big room, in the big facility room, not facility, in the big room. Then Overhaul wanted to fight Izuku, be like, "I know you're here, kid." Then Izuku led Overhaul to outside. There was secret security cameras, like someone was secretly spying on them, and they knew who Overhaul was. They knew he was a villain. Someone was secretly spying. Now Overhaul used his matter to make this big monster. Then he tries to attack Izuku. Izuku teleports, then completely tries to electrocute him. But plasma is a fourth state of matter. And plasma is a fourth state of matter. And lightning is made out of plasma. And Overhaul has matter manipulation, so he can also manipulate plasma. So when Deku was trying to electrocute him, Overhaul like controlled Deku's lightning to go back at him. Like he controlled Deku's lightning to electrocute himself. Be like, "Oh, I forgot. This guy has matter manipulation. This guy has matter manipulation." So like using my quirk would be useless against him, because he can just control my lightning, because plasma is a fourth state of matter. So yeah. So then Deku, sorry for the background. Deku wishes for a fire quirk. Then he just like he wishes for a cremation quirk, blue flames. Then Deku just teleports on top of Overhaul's head. Sorry for the background noises. He teleports on Overhaul's head and completely burns him. The person who was secretly recording this was broadcasting this to the news, and the whole UA saw this. Everybody, he burned him, and Overhaul is almost dead. So then the cops came, because like this was broadcasted, so the cops came and arrested Overhaul. And Aizawa came too, and he gave Deku his hero license badge. Yeah, Deku got his hero license. Then Deku became the #1 hero, because why not? Because All Might was like in retiring. He was like, his quirk was fading away. So like All Might was in retiring, and because this is Deku's universe, not Deku's universe, but like this is my own alternate universe, so Deku became the #1 hero, let's just say that. And Bakugo and Todoroki became the #2 hero, will become the #2 hero, and Bakugo will become the #3 hero in the future. But this is where I will be ending this series completely. Deku becomes the #1 hero. He becomes the symbol of peace because All Might saw he had potential. He was his successor. He didn't get one for all because Deku can just wish for one for all. All Might already knows that he can wish for one for all, so he just gave it to Mirio. Yeah, he gives one for all to Mirio. Or we could say he gives it to Todoroki. Yeah, he gives it to Todoroki because he saw that he had potential. So yeah, Todoroki gets one for all. And Todoroki trains with it. He can use 70% because his dad still trained him. So he can use 70% of one for all. His dad trained him ever since he was 4. Ever since he got his quirk. So yeah. Izuku became the #1 hero. And yeah. This will be the end of my what if. Bye guys.